RiceBoyTV.com viewers, I'm Nads, and you're not. And I'm here at Mazda North American headquarters to celebrate Sevenstock. You might be wondering, what is Sevenstock? It's a celebration of the RX-7, Mazda's iconic sports car. The car was produced from 1978 until 1995 in the US and continued on until 2002 in Japan. Some 811,000 examples were produced, starting with this, the Series 1, 2, and 3. This is actually a SA or FB chassis. And then there's this, the second generation FC3S, Series 4 and 5 models. And then there's this, the FD3S, the third generation, the Series 6, the Mac Daddy of the RX-7 family. This car, unfortunately, was only produced in the United States from 1993 to 1995. Damn you, Mazda! But yet, the car continued on until 2002 in JDM form. But Sevenstock has become more than just an RX-7 festival. It's become so much more. It's a celebration of all things Wankel. What's a Wankel? Yes, I said Wankel, as in Felix Heinrich Wankel, the father of the rotary engine. He first conceived the idea in 1924. And then Mazda applied it to their Cosmo in 1967. Since then, the rotary engine has been used specifically by Mazda, and Mazda's actually run it to victories at the 24-hour Le Mans and the Daytona 24-hour as well. Technically, the engine's great because there's not a lot of moving parts. No crank, no valve train, nothing like that. But the one thing it has against it is there's not a lot of thermodynamic efficiency about it. It tends to run hot, which is one of the problems that the rotary engine has. But other than that, we love the engine, and we love the fact that Mazda's embraced this engine, and not only Sevenstock is not only about this engine, but about all things Mazda now. Look who we found, Kyle Mohan, the leading rotary-powered driver in the Formula D series. This guy's tearing it up with an FC here, and I just got to ask you, what are you doing out here at Sevenstock, and then why RX-7s?
Well, we're out here with the Mazda tricks, you know, displaying the car, having a good time, and I mean, RX-7's for the love of it. You gotta love the triangle, the rotary motor. There's nothing like it. The RPM, the power, the reliability, it's just amazing.
This is an interesting bit of history here. Everybody thinks the Le Mans victory for Mazda in 1991, the 787B, was the pinnacle of their 24-hour successes. But actually before that, this is a little RX-7 that could. 1979, IMSA GTU winner. Who'd have thought a rotary could go 24 hours? But this one did, and it dominated. The little car beat bigger cars, bigger manufacturers. This car's a serious piece of history right here. This is an interesting bit of history here. This is the RX 792P. This is Mazda's entry into the IMSA GTP class. It uses the same engine as the 787B, which won Le Mans in 1991. But unfortunately, before they could really get the development sorted on the car, rules changes conspired to just sort of make the car stillborn before it really took off. It's kind of a shame. Oh man, this is a treat. I got Dan Bigley here. I've been stalking this car for years. First saw it at a Hot Import Nights in Chula Vista years ago. Reconnected with him, and apparently, Dan, this car's like you did like a full JDM transformation, huh? How did you get the steering wheel to go from the left side to the right side on a US spec car?
No, this is legit, man. This is
a real deal.
Yeah, straight from Okinawa, Japan.
Excellent. How did you pull that off?
I had to take the whole car apart, basically broke it down into pieces, and then I imported it into the United States as used auto parts.
In little itty-bitty pieces in different boxes.
Yeah, but I put it all in one big 20-foot container. Front, rear subframe, drivetrain, glass, doors, body panels, everything.
Did you label everything? Because I think I'd mess up driver's side and passenger side glass.
Yeah, I did. I had Ziploc bags all over the garage, and it took me about a year to figure out where everything went back together. Took a lot of pictures, but I mean, you can do it if you take your time.
And this is actually a pretty crazy car. It's not just a JDM car, but it's pretty wildly modified. What have you done to it?
Pretty much everything short of an aftermarket transmission.
Cosmo Kramer? No, Mazda Cosmo is in the first model to use the Wankel engine. Started in 1967. Apparently in the 60s, hoods and windshields weren't invented yet. I love this car in a way that's illegal in a few states. This is Jack Mardikian's time attack car. It's an FD3S. This car is on fire. It's a few ticks off the record at Buttonwillow, followed behind the HKS CT230R, which is a purpose-built race car. This is some 15 years old. It's a front-engine rear-wheel drive, tuned by our friends at Twins Turbo Motorsports. This car's on fire. Hey, I'm here with my boy Victor, and I just got to tell you, Sevenstock. Sevenstock, hello, Sevenstock, don't you know? What are you doing rolling in here with a Datsun?
Yeah, well, I got a rotary engine.
Rotary?
Yeah, of course.
Why would you drop a rotary in a 510, Victor?
Man, it's the best engine for me, and I love it. And I've been a rotary guy for, man, almost 20 years.
It is a common swap. Why does everybody do it? Why did you do it?
Well, for me, I love the suspensions on the 510, great racing histories, and with the rotary with the engine in there, just perfect swap for me. I mean, 50-50 all the way around.
Best of both worlds, huh? Woo! That's about it here from Sevenstock, and I gotta tell you, my apex seals are shot. This rice boy's cooked. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. I'm out. Wow, this is huge. Rick Daddy's actually here, handing out stickers to everybody at the booth. Are you being nice to everybody today? Okay, thanks, Ricky.